In this Blender tutorial for beginners, I will show you how I made a procedural lava material and, as a bonus, how I animate the material. I will be using a UV sphere for this tutorial. I add a mix shader and an emission shader. I use the mix shader to combine the principled shader and the emission shader. I changed the color of the emission shader to a deep red. I'm using the hex code FF5B3F. I also changed the strength of the emission shader. In order to make the actual lava, I add a noise texture node and a color ramp. I connect the color of the noise texture to the factor of the color ramp. I connect the color of the color ramp to the factor of the mix shader. When I move the black color stop of the color ramp, the lava is visible. I can now change the scale, detail, and roughness of the noise texture. So I can use this shader across multiple objects. I add a mapping node and texture coordinate node. This can quickly be done by using the Node Wrangler add-on, selecting the noise texture, and using Ctrl-T. I change the texture coordinate from generated to object. Under the Render Properties tab, I activate Bloom and change the intensity. I will now make a very simple animation of a hot lava planet. Under the animation workspace, I change the end frame to 120. Under the Output Properties tab, I change the frame rate to 30 FPS. I split the viewport and open the shader editor. I hover my cursor over the scale of the noise texture and insert a keyframe using the I key. I also do the same for the distortion. On frame 30, I change the scale and add a keyframe. I also change the distortion and add a keyframe. On frame 60, I change the scale and add a keyframe. I also change the distortion and add a keyframe. On frame 90, I change the scale and add a keyframe. And I also change the distortion and add a keyframe. And on frame 120, I change the scale and add a keyframe. And I also change the distortion and add a keyframe. If you have a request for a tutorial, a question, or a comment, feel free to leave a comment below the video. If you're interested in learning more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.